Now, Attorney General Professor Githu Muigai has withdrawn an application which would have presented a major roadblock to the ongoing recruitment of the Chief and Deputy Chief Justices. In the application, Professor Githu Muigai wanted the JSC compelled to submit names of 3 nominees for Chief Justice to the President.
On the 23rd of June, and without the knowledge of the Judicial Service Commission, where he sits as a member, Attorney General Githu Muigai moved to the Court of Appeal. He wanted the court to reinstate the controversial JSC Amendment Act that was declared unconstitutional by the High Court in May. The act would have forced the JSC to submit names of 3 nominees for the position of Chief Justice to the President.
To the application for withdrawal.
But when the court convened on Monday to hear the appeal, the Attorney General withdrew the application that sought to have the High Court judgment suspended as the appeal continued.
Given the non-objection to the applicant's intention to withdraw the motion, we see no reason why we should withhold the leave sought. We grant it. Accordingly, the motion dated 23rd June 2016 be and is hereby marked as withdrawn under Rule 52 of the Rules of Court.
But in what now appears to give a glimpse into the fierce backroom tussle over who among the 6 shortlisted candidates should be the country's next Chief Justice, it has now emerged that the court papers for the Githu appeal were kept a closely guarded secret, even for the rest of the parties in the suit, who only learned of the appeal on Thursday last week. And for that, the judges slapped the AG with a penalty.
For the failure to serve in time, which is wholly unexplained, and the corresponding failure to give an indication, we order that the applicant shall pay costs of the motion to the respondents and the interested parties.
Curiously, the Attorney General is a member of the JSC, as well as the government's chief legal advisor.
At the level of representation, there is no conflict. There could be a conflict in terms of thinking or in terms of the positions that we take, but the law must be followed. This is about the Constitution.
The 6 shortlisted candidates for the Chief Justice job are Supreme Court Judge Smokin Wanjala, Court of Appeal Judges Al-Nashir Visram and Roslyn Nambuye, Senior Counsel Nzamba Kitonga, and Principal High Court Judge Musaga Mbogoli. Their public interviews with the JSC commence on the 29th of August.
After the interviews, the names will then be, or the successful parties will submit to the President for submission to the National Assembly for the 2 names, that is for Chief Justice and Deputy Chief Justice. For the Supreme Court, the final name will be submitted to the President for appointment, for swearing in.
Now, today's ruling mounts more pressure on the 6 candidates shortlisted for the Chief Justice job, as each one of them will have to put their best foot forward and emerge as the best, as the JSC will only be giving one name to President Uhuru Kenyatta. Muremi Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.